right. Dave Chappelle is this year's Mark Twain Award winner. It's pretty dope.
Okay.
It's pretty dope.
Okay. Yeah, prestigious award.
Oh yeah, very, very.
Yeah. Put on the trophy case.
Yeah. So this year he's won the award. So of course he's going to give an acceptance speech.
Okay.
So that's going to be pretty hilarious on what he's going to say.
Yes. So this is his speech.
Yeah, this is his speech. This is the acceptance speech. We're going to check out Dave Chappelle's acceptance speech from the Mark Twain Award. I think Eddie Murphy won the award before.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
A lot of other
great
comics. So yeah, great comics have won it. I don't know if you can win it if you're not. I don't know exactly what the Mark Twain Award is, but
okay.
But yeah, so Dave Chappelle Mark Twain Award acceptance speech. Let's go.
Thank you. Thank you.
Jon Stewart? Okay.
I like not knowing what's going to happen. I like making memories. Sometimes I do all this crazy around my colleagues just so that they can tell their friends I did it. But rather than talk about myself, just briefly, I want to just talk about my genre. Stand-up comedy is an incredibly American genre. I don't think any other country could produce this many comedians. And unbeknownst to many people in this audience, I don't think there's opinion that it exists in this country that is not represented in a comedy club by somebody. Each and every one of you has a champion in the room. We watch you guys fight, but when we're together, we talk it out. I know comics that are very racist. And I watch them on stage, and everyone's laughing, and I'm like, that mother means that. Don't get mad at them, don't hate them. We go upstairs and have a beer, and sometimes I even appreciate the artistry that they paint their racist opinions with. Man, it's not that serious. The First Amendment is first for a reason. The Second Amendment is just in case the first one doesn't work out. We gotta let some air out of the ball, man. The country's getting a little tight. It doesn't feel like it's ever felt in my lifetime. So tonight, I am honored that my colleagues are here in comedy and in music. And I want everyone in America right now to look at me. Look at me smoking indoors. I didn't ask anybody, I just did it. What are they gonna do? Kick me out before I get the prize? No, nigga, this is called leverage. The thing that I liked best about tonight was that I saw so many people from different parts of my life, like friends that I grew up with here in DC, friends of mine from Ohio then and now, friends of mine from comedy clubs, all the musicians that blew my mind. You guys have no idea how you inspired me. I want to give a special shout out to my OG, Tony Woods. Miles Davis has a quote. It's one of my favorite. Miles Davis said so much cool but one of the things he said I always loved, he said, it took me years to learn how to play like myself. You know, he would watch other musicians and he would try to play like Dizzy or Bird, or all the guys who were great. Tony Woods was my Dizzy and Bird if I was a Miles. I was trying to play like you. You were the first person I ever saw do it absolutely right. You were fearless and you told the truth. There's something so true about this genre, when done correctly, that I will fight anybody that gets a true practitioner of this art form's way, because I know you're wrong. This is the truth. And you are obstructing it. I'm not talking about the content, I'm talking about the art form. Do you understand? Do we have an agreement? And what I really wanted to say tonight, and I'm glad I get the platform to do it, I'm gay. I am gay, and I can't wait to see what this does for my career, being gay like this. So many special shout outs. One of the main architects of the comeback of the century. My brother and my mentor, the mighty Stan Lathan. I never dreamed that I would be able to work with someone as great as you. These last 5 specials, straight fire. I wouldn't want to do another special with anybody else but you. So eat your mother vegetables and live as long as you can, because we doing a few more of these bitches. Neil Brennan, your speech made me cry because it reminded me of all those hard days of work and all that money I never got for it. The other real special shout out I gotta make, because none of this would have been possible on any level without this person, is my mother. Mom. My mother. Mom. You have no idea what I put this woman through. If you had just given birth to me, that would have been more than enough. But the fact that she raised me and raised me well, we had a real oral tradition in our house. I knew the word griot when I was a little boy. A griot was a person in Africa who's charged with keeping the stories of the village. Everyone would tell a griot the stories, and they would remember them all so that they could tell future generations. And when they got old, they'd tell them to someone else. And they say in Africa, when a griot dies, it's like a library was burnt down. And my mother used to tell me, before I ever thought about doing comedy, she said, you should be a griot. And she'd fill me with every story of black life. You know, she's educated in African American studies, and she would let me understand the context that I was being raised in, that I'm being raised in a hostile environment that I have to tame. By the time I was 14 years old, I was in nightclubs, mastering an adult world. It was terrifying. The crack epidemic was going on, and my mother would hear gunshots outside and be scared to death. Maybe it's my son. But early in my career, if you remember, Mom, you used to sit in the club with me. She'd do a full day of work. You'd be back there falling asleep, just waiting for me to go on. She would watch my show every night. Do you know how long that car ride is home? How many of you have ever heard your mother say, jokes were a little too much tonight, son? I was a soft kid. I was sensitive, I'd cry easy, and I would be scared to fist fight. And my mother used to tell me this thing, I don't even know if you remember, but you said this to me more than once. You said, son, sometimes you have to be a lion so you can be the lamb you really are. I talk this like a lion. I'm not afraid of any of you. When it comes word to word, I will gab with the best of them, just so I can chill and be me. And that's why I love my art form, because I understand every practitioner of it. Whether I agree with them or not, I know where they're coming from. They want to be heard. They got something to say. There's something they notice. They just want to be understood. Love this genre. It saved my life. So tonight, Mom, I would like to honor you in a very special way that I cannot do on my own. But because now I'm a man with great and influential friends, I'd like to ask my man Thundercat to come out on the stage. Thundercat, the Mighty Most Def. Washington, D.C., thank you very much for giving me a home and a place to start. Today is officially Dave Chappelle Day in Washington, D.C. The mayor declared it last night.
What?
So, in the future, on Dave Chappelle Day, I ask everyone who wishes to celebrate it to make one incredible memory for themselves and or somebody else. Thank you very much. Good night.
Okay. Damn, okay.
Yeah, man.
Learned a lot about Dave.
Really?
Learned a lot about Dave on there.
Really? You got to see Mama Chappelle, where it all
Mama
came from.
Chappelle.
Yeah,
What
man.
the heck? And I think that was his daughter. It looked kind of just like him.
Yeah.
The little girl looked just
Yeah.
like Dave in the face.
Yeah.
And his
Yeah,
wife.
definitely.
He said his wife was Asian.
Yeah.
Saw her.
Yeah, man. Okay.
Damn, so yeah, we see them, you know what I'm saying? We hear, you know what I'm saying, his family and the stories all the time.
Exactly.
I heard him tell that story before too, when his mom like was in the club.
Had to ride back home with
Yeah.
the longest car ride.
Maybe you shouldn't do the pussy jokes no more. And his mom, yeah, she agreed. She remember that. She remember that.
Oh man. Sometimes you gotta talk like a lion to be the
Sometimes
man you really are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes, yeah, exactly. Almost exactly.
Almost exactly. Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta, well, you
Yeah.
said it.
Yeah. But okay, man. Mark Twain Award.
Mark Twain Award. Very prestigious. Like I said, Eddie Murphy.
Yeah. We gotta check out his speech. I want to like that.
Oh, Eddie Murphy's speech?
Yeah.
You know, Eddie, he's not like I've seen him like on talk shows and stuff. Like I don't know why he doesn't see. He's not like he's of course he's funny, but he's not like funny and old. I don't know if he would been funny like you know what I'm saying, giving a speech.
Yeah.
But like Dave, he was like very serious, but he was also funny as hell too. Like he had some times where it was like
Yeah.
very funny. That's
what it looked like, a comedy bit. Like I didn't know he was. I didn't know he did. So he just got his award. And
he was working it like it was stand. It was an acceptance speech, but he was working it like it was stand up. Yeah. Like he was walking around the stage smoking. He was smoking on the acceptance speech.
You think I asked anybody if I could smoke in here?
Yeah, he just did it. Anybody kick him out?
Leverage.
Everybody there for him. Yeah, Dave Chappelle Mark Twain Award. Well deserved. Well deserved. Well deserved.